Just to clarify, we have completed 7 weeks of Excel. Week 8 and week 9 is statistics, which, as I informed you last time, we will be taking a little later. So right now we are looking at week 10 and 11, that is SQL. Next 2 classes, as in after the next class, there will be 2 more classes of Power BI, and then there will be statistics. I hope that's clear to everyone. So we're not skipping anything, we're just rearranging the order, that's it. Nothing will be skipped, nothing to worry about that. We won't skip even one subtopic, nothing to worry about that. Sorry guys, I'm having a little cold. My voice may be a little different today, so please bear with me. All right, shall we start? First of all, I see that a couple of people have already installed, but if you can just tell me who all don't have SQL installed. Can you please tell me, everyone? By following all the steps that are mentioned. I'm talking about all the steps. So who all don't have SQL installed? Okay, Madan doesn't have. Okay. Madan, why didn't you complete?
I just can't.
Rajan, what's the error that you're getting?
Sir, hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, whole day tried installing it. I followed all the steps, but at the end, because of my Windows issue, I guess in my machine Windows, it's not the licensed one. So it's the error that I'm coming, as in the Windows is unable to open the software. That's the message that I got. I tried taking help of my mentor also, Deepak Kohli, but unfortunately he was not reachable in the evening. Setup blocked. This is the message that I'm getting.
Okay, if you can just put it in the discussion forum also with the screenshot, I'll also see it there if I can do something about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the sorry. What the suggestion?
I'm saying in the discussion forum, if you can just write a topic saying that you're getting this error with screenshots, so then others can also help. You know, in case there's some other issue that we figure out.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In terms of Piyush and Rajan, I hope you are using the correct server name. It just has to be given like this: your computer's name, your slash, not the forward slash, backslash, and SQL Express. That's all that you have to give. Your computer's name, backslash, and SQL Express. Rajan and Piyush. Can you try that, Rajan and Piyush? Okay, we'll look at that, Rajan. We'll look at that. Don't worry. Okay, so for Rajan, I'm just saying this. In case somebody else is also getting a similar error, you can also look at it. So go to start and go to services. There is an option called services. Go to services and this will open up. Right? In that, you scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and there is an option called SQL Server SQL Express. Just ensure that this, you right click and you click on start and then you try it. Rajan, please try this. And Hiral, I am not able to understand what is happening. Are you uploading the back file correctly? Are you uploading the back file correctly? Uh, Amit, we've not started the class. Don't worry. I'm just helping these guys who are stuck with the installation. We've not started anything. Whoever is stuck in the installation, I'm just helping those guys first in the 10 minutes so that if there's some small issue, it gets sorted and then we can start. Hiral, you're saying that your back file is saving as HTML, but are you uploading the back file correctly? Can you just check that? So I'll just go through the steps again, Hiral, if in case you want. So after connecting, here you go to databases and you say right click and you say attach, sorry, restore database. When you say restore, you get this, or you say device, and then you click here and you choose the file, and that's how it restores the back file. I hope you're following these steps, Hiral. Amit, I hope you have also restored the back file. You told me you installed, but have you put the back file? Okay, great. Anybody else any issues? Can see the file in services. Oh, you can't see SQL Express in services? That's what you're saying? Oh, you don't need to open it, Hiral. That was the mistake. You don't have to open the back file. It will not open anything. You have to open it from within this. By double clicking that back file, it doesn't make any sense. You have to restore it here. Follow the steps, Hiral. You are still installing, Vivek is saying okay. Piyush is saying yes for... Oh, okay, Piyush. It clearly means that you've not installed SQL only. If you can't see this in services, the SQL, it means that you've not installed the SQL at all. Vishal is saying can't connect. Uh, I'm not able. Yeah, Rajan, same thing. If you also can't see this, it means you've not installed SQL properly. You've not followed the steps properly. Because this will only come when you've installed SQL. Vishal, can you share your screen? I'll have to see your error. Can you please press on the monitor sign? Rajan and Piyush, can you please check the steps for installation? I think you've not installed the SQL Server engine at all. You've only installed the Management Studio. That's what I can figure out. There are mainly two things to install. SQL Server engine and the second is the Management Studio. By installing only Management Studio, nothing will work. Vishal, please share your screen. I will have to see your error. Please try to connect again. Yeah, Vivek, just 1 minute. I'll just finish with Vishal and then I'll check your screen too. What happened, Vishal? Yeah, I can see your screen. Can you share your screen, Vishal? As in, can you start the SQL? Okay, Ashutosh. Just give me 2 minutes, guys, one by one. So right now I'm on Vishal, then I'll check Rajan and then Ashutosh. Sorry, then Vivek and then Ashutosh. Rajan also has an issue, okay. Vishal, quickly please show. I have to check multiple people. Please try to connect Vishal. Go to file, go to file, go to file. What's happening, Vishal? Is not working. Yeah, just you need to just click on connect. You just need to click on connect. Just click on connect. See, you can. What happened, Vishal? Okay. I'll check somebody else's till then. Vivek, can you share your screen? Vivek, can you share your screen? Vivek, can you share your screen? Hiral, did it work out? Hiral? Okay. So this installation is complete. Now, Vivek, have you installed SSMS? Have you installed SSMS?
Yes. What should I do now?
Yeah, so this installation is complete, right? Now there is a button called install SSMS.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, you did install it,
I clicked on
suffice.
it and it is opening another site.
Oh, that's fine.
So
That's fine.
how do I open it?
Yeah, let that website open. Then I'll show you.
So this opens up.
Uh,
Can you see my screen?
yeah, but I can't see the web page. Your thing is open. Your SQL
Uh,
Express edition is open.
it's opened.
Yeah, now
I'm
you can
sharing. It's
scroll down.
opened up in.
Yeah, you can scroll down. See here, there is an option or download SQL Server Management Studio 18.2. Just click on that.
Yes.
Click on that.
Okay, I've clicked on it.
Yeah, 1 second. So now
And now it is
save this.
asking for
Yeah, save
downloading
it.
the
Save
setup.
it. So save it on somewhere, desktop or wherever. Yeah. So now this is going to take time to
Okay,
download.
saved it. Okay.
Correct. This is going to take time to download.
Right.
So once this downloads, you got to install it. Is that clear?
That's the last step.
Yes. No. So that's not the last step. After that, you got to restore the BAK file.
Okay, then
Okay.
I'll come back to you again in that
Sure.
case.
But at least finish this installation and then let me know. You don't need to come back to me. Just open the Word document. It has the steps of how
Okay.
to restore the back file.
Okay.
.bak
Okay, I'll
file.
follow the steps.
Yeah,
Thank you.
cool. No problem. Next was Ashutosh. Sorry, guys, too many comments have come. Let me just finish with Ashutosh and then I'll read the comments. Ashutosh, please share your screen quickly. Okay, so this is coming. This is running. This is right. So open Management Studio now, Ashutosh. Open Management Studio. No, type SSMS. Type SSMS. Same thing. You've not installed the Management Studio only, Ashutosh. Same thing. Oh, it's there. It's there. Just open that SSMS. Type MS. SSMS. Yes, open that. Wait, it's opening. Okay, thanks, Banu. Shrikant, can you just help out Hiral? Thanks for that comment, Shrikant. Please just help out Hiral. I don't think you've installed SSMS correctly, Ashutosh. That's the reason this is not happening. Same thing that we just saw in Vivek's thing, that SQL was installed, but Management Studio was not installed. So, do you have the setup of the Management Studio downloaded, Ashutosh? Did you download the setup of the Management Studio? Yeah, where is that setup? Can you show me where is that setup? Where is that file, setup file? How do I help you, Ashutosh? Because it feels that you've not downloaded, you've not installed it. It feels like that. By looking at this, it feels like that. You need to install SQL Server Management Studio. That's all. Okay, just go to Mozilla. Go to Mozilla. Open a new tab. Type SQL Server Management Studio. Guys, all this should have been done earlier. Huh? We are wasting time. Yeah, now go there. Now scroll down. There's a link. Download SQL Server. Yes. So download that and install it. Alright. The download will take about 10-15 minutes depending on your internet speed. Say save file. This is also going to eat up your bandwidth right now, so your video might not work properly. That's my only concern. That's why I kept on saying last time that don't not install SQL properly. Finish your installation properly. This is what happens because it might eat your bandwidth. Alright, Ashutosh, so you'll have to download this, then install it, and then you have to restore the .bak file. Okay? Cool. Anybody else wants to show me their screen? Anybody else? Yes, Vishal, please share your screen. Quickly, please share your screen. Yes, Sudipto, 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes, I'll finish with Vishal. I can see your screen, Vishal. What's the question? So that you have to download the Express edition. Express. It was very clearly mentioned. Vishal, come on, please share your screen quickly. I can see your screen, but you're not showing me anything. Siddhant, can you please check the instructions? It was SQL Express edition. Yeah. Yeah, Vishal, what are you trying to show me? Do you have a mic, Vishal? Can you talk on the mic? No, I don't know what you're trying to show me. That's correct, Ashutosh. Absolutely correct. SQL Express, I don't think 01 is required. Yes, Vishal.
Hello.
Yeah, Vishal.
Hello.
Yes, Vishal, go ahead.
Hello. Hello.
Vishal, are you there? Vishal,
So when I connect with SQL, this message shows in my screen right now.
which message? I can't see
So is
any
it
message.
visible or not, my screen?
Your screen is visible, but I can't see any message.
Can I put it in a chat box?
Yeah, please do that. Vishal, why did you stop sharing the screen?
Now is it visible?
Yeah. Amit, 2014 is fine, absolutely fine. 2014 is absolutely fine, Amit. Vishal, click on connect.
So
No,
message is visible or not?
no, I can't see the message, Vishal.
I don't know why, sir.
Did you check in services whether the service is started properly or not?
It shows the server was not found, wasn't visible with this instance name.
Go to services.msc, go to start menu and go to services.
Okay.
Sudipto, please keep your sharing ready. I'll just tell you in 2 minutes to share your screen. Ashutosh, did it work? Ashutosh, did it work? Okay, Ashutosh, give me 1 minute. Vishal, I can see your screen, but it's stuck. I can't see anything else happening. I can only see a blank SQL screen.
So don't know why.
Okay, can you go to services? Have you opened services, Vishal?
Yes, sir.
In that, can you find SQL Express?
SQL Express. Yes, sir.
Can you right click on that and say start?
Yes, sir. It is started now.
Okay, now try again connecting in SQL in Management Studio. Sudipto, please share your screen. Vishal, please tell me what happens. Sudipto, please share your screen. Sudipto, are you there? Ah, perfect. Perfect, Ashutosh. If it's connected, it's perfect. Then you restore the .bak file, Ashutosh. Restore the .bak file. Sudipto, are you there? Ashutosh. Uh, Shrikant, can you help out Vishal, please? 1 minute. I'll just check the other guys. Vishal, can you please help out? Sorry, Shrikant, can you please help out Vishal? Yeah, so open Ashutosh, open databases. Click on the plus sign of databases. Da- You've not restored the database, Ashutosh. Go to the steps and restore the database. Find the steps for restoring the database. And you can stop downloading that file anymore. It's already done. Okay, guys, I will have to start today's class. It's already 10:23. Whoever has not been able to install or complete the installation, guys, you still have some time, because right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly take you through a presentation. So to give you an understanding of what the entire, as in what SQL is all about. So in that process, you can complete your installation also. If you've not been able to complete the installation even after that, don't worry. Take proper notes today. Okay, take proper notes, and then before next class, make sure that you have tried everything on your own. Is that okay, everyone? Can we start? I will need to start because it's already 10:25. Otherwise, we won't be able to complete the required study today. Yeah, and I don't want to take extra. I want to complete in time. Everybody with me? Can we start SQL? It's a very, very interesting topic, not topic, subject. Everybody else? Vishal, in the meantime, please take help from Shrikant. He's understood exactly how to install. He'll help you out. For the others, can we start? I haven't received everybody's yes. Ankur, Amit, Hiral, Param, Piyush, Rajan, Sudipto has left. Vivek, can we start, guys? All right. So first things first. Let's understand. Oh, first, do you all know what is the full form of SQL? What is the full form of SQL? So a lot of people call it SQL. What is the full form of SQL? Absolutely correct. That is called structured query language. Yeah, structured query language. Ashish, I've already said this twice today morning. Please come on time in class. 8 and 9 will be taken up after Power BI. This is what I had informed last class also and today also. Guys, please don't come to class late. Yeah, we are in week 10 because week 8 and week 9 we will take later. We are not going to skip anything, not to worry. Alright? Okay. So, what we are starting is SQL, that is structured query language. So, what is Excel versus SQL? Let's just understand. Since we've already learned Excel, let's just understand the difference so that you get a broad perspective of why we need to learn SQL. Okay. First of all, it is very easy to have Excel because it's cheap. It's much cheaper than SQL. But SQL is a much higher cost. Now, when you look at it that way, the purpose is also different. Okay. That's why the cost is also different. But just a straight comparison of cost, Excel is much cheaper and SQL is much higher cost. Excel is much more user friendly, meaning what? If I just, even if you are a first time Excel user, even if I just open Excel and give it to you, you will be able to do something about it. At least you will be able to enter data, delete data, format data. But SQL, you will be lost. You won't know what to do, right? You are seeing it, right? Just to install SQL also, you have to follow such a proper procedure that was given to you in that Word document and the video, right? So these kind of things are very important when you are trying to learn SQL. Next is Excel has overall features. Okay, SQL also has a lot of features, but what we are going to focus is mainly from a database point of view, right? So when I say overall features means what? You can enter data, you can edit data, you can also put formulas, calculations, so many things you can do in Excel by the front end, right? In SQL is mainly a database structured point of view. Excel, I won't call the Excel at all with good security. The reason is anybody can delete any data. The entire Excel file can be deleted and nobody can do anything about it, right? But in SQL, it is much better security. You can give access to certain users for certain things. Is that much making sense, everyone? Is that much making sense, everyone? All right. Excel is mainly a single user application, meaning what? Multiple people cannot work on the same file together in Excel. See, I can share an Excel file with you in the sense that we can have a common Excel file. Suppose it's kept on some file server and we both are accessing it. But it will not allow you and me to access it together. That's why it's called single user application. And multi-user means multiple people are accessing it together. Is that clear, everybody? Is that clear, everybody? Okay. Next. We know that Excel has approximately 10 lakh rows of data per sheet. Okay. In SQL, there is no such limitation. It's a large enterprise level data. So even if you have crores and crores of records, SQL works perfectly. Alright. Excel crashes very often when the file is heavy. Have you ever seen that not responding in Excel when the file is big? All of us have seen that, right? When a file is big, it starts giving not responding. But that rarely happens in SQL because it's a very, very stable application in that sense to handle a lot of data. Now, the biggest thing in SQL and Excel is that whatever data is there in the file is straight visible to you. Okay. When you open the file, you can straight see that data. But in SQL, to even see your data, you have to run some queries. All right. So they are called select queries. What are these select queries? We will see. We will learn that today only. Then in Excel, it is called a .xlsx file. But in SQL, it is a .mdf file. In Excel, we know that there is workbook, and within one workbook, there are multiple sheets. In SQL, it is a database. Within there are multiple tables. Is this much very clear to everybody? All right. Let's go to the next sheet. Next slide. That is DBMS and RDBMS. So what is DBMS? It is Database Management System. And RDBMS is Relational Database Management System. So what we are trying to say here is that every RDBMS is a DBMS. Means a relational database system is always a database management system, but not the other way around. Okay. So what is relational database management system is the question here. And what does it mean? So Mr. E.F. Cord came up with 12 rules defining what an RDBMS is. Okay. So any DBMS that follows these 12 rules is considered as a perfect RDBMS. Okay, now what are these 12 rules? This is part of the homework, everyone. I want you all to study these 12 rules. See, this presentation is already given to you, so you don't have to worry about that. In that, the link is also given. So you need to just go to this Wikipedia link and study those 12 rules. I'm telling you, this is very, very interesting to read how a database is defined. So see, here are those 12 rules. So the foundation rule, the information rule, these are the 12 rules. So you need to go through these 12 rules and understand what each means. Alright, that's E.F. Cord's 12 rules to define a RDBMS. Is that clear, everybody? Will you all complete this? Will you all complete this? Yes, Vivek. Always, everything is there in LMS only. Cool. Now there is also something called as NoSQL. One is SQL, one is NoSQL. See, the reason of giving you this slide is not to cover in this course. Okay, NoSQL is not a part of this course. But the reason is to give you the understanding that there are two kinds of databases, SQL and NoSQL. So if you ever want to get into this field further, you must know what is NoSQL. That is the purpose of giving you this slide. So I'll just quickly run through it so you get an idea about it. First, SQL is relational databases. NoSQL is purely non-relational or distributed databases. Okay. SQL is table based and this is document based. Okay. This is a predefined schema. What is a schema? We are going to see it. And here it is dynamic schema. So this schema part, you don't worry. I'll explain this when we will actually start learning. Now this is important, vertically and horizontally scalable. So vertically scalable means what? That when there is a lot of load on the system, you can increase the processor, you can increase the size of the hardware. But in the other case, you don't increase the size of the hardware, you put one more parallel hardware on side of it. Is that making sense? Is that making sense, everyone? Okay. Now, SQL uses obviously SQL as a structured query language, but here it's a lot of mix and match of different things. So everything is separate. It looks very, very separate. Examples of SQL are MySQL, Oracle, SQLite, PostGIS and Microsoft SQL. Here the other examples are MongoDB, Bigtable, Cassandra, a lot of other things. This is preferred for transactional based data. What do I mean by transactional based data? That once your structure is defined, your number of rows are only increasing, means your number of transactions are increasing. Okay, and here when the structure is not defined and it keeps on changing or it keeps on varying or increasing, that is when no SQL comes into picture. All right. SQL is supported by a lot of vendors, means you can buy SQL from example Microsoft or Oracle and get support from them. But in the NoSQL, there is nothing like support. It's more on communities because it's mainly open source. Is that clear to everybody? Is that much clear to everybody? All right. Examples of again structured query language SQL. So think of SQL like your vanilla ice cream. So when you take a vanilla ice cream and what you do is, so the first time what happened is an example, okay, that when vanilla ice cream was there were companies who wanted to use vanilla ice cream and sell it. So what they did is somebody added chocolate chips to vanilla ice cream and patented it, that only I can use chocolate chips. Somebody else put chocolate sauce on it and said this is my invention. And somebody else put, let's say, crackle on it and said this is my invention. So what they did is they created their own sundaes, but the underlying vanilla ice cream was exactly the same. So that is what has happened with these companies. So what they did is they took SQL as the base and they put their own understanding and flavor into it and they released it as their own languages, where TSQL is what is done by Microsoft and that's what we are going to focus on. Is that clear to everybody? Is that clear? All right. This is the last slide for today and then we'll get on to learning SQL and then remaining of the slides we will see in the next class. So essentially this is what you have installed. All right. What you have installed is the blue and the black box. First what you installed was the SQL Server engine. Then what you installed was the black box, that is the management studio. And then what you restored, that BAK file that you restored, then became that MDF file when you restored it. So that's the orange box. Are the boxes clear? What do they mean? I'll explain now. But what you have done versus what the boxes, is that clear to everybody? The three things that you did? Yes? So now I'm going to give you an example to explain this slide. Suppose you go to Japan. These are three boxes, Vivek. So you installed basically two things and then you restored a backup file, right, while installing SQL. So first you installed SQL Server Engine, that's the blue box. Then you installed the black box, that is Management Studio. And then you restored a BAK file, that's an orange box. So after restoring it becomes MDF file. Alright. Now to explain this slide, let me give you an example. Suppose you go to Japan for a meeting. Okay. Now when you sit in Japan in front of the Japanese people who don't know English, neither you don't know Japanese. So what's going to happen in the meeting? What will you require in the meeting? What will you require in the meeting? Absolutely correct. A translator is required. Okay. So let's say a translator comes in the meeting and the meeting is going fine and suddenly the translator goes to sleep. Will the meeting continue? Correct. So the translator needs to be on all the time. Is that right? Correct. So what this essentially means is that sales.mdf is the actual file where the data is stored. And Management Studio is where you are giving the instructions to the MDF file. Okay. So you are writing your instructions in the Management Studio and they are affecting the data in the MDF file. But all this instruction is given via the SQL Server engine, which is the translator. Is that making sense, everyone? Is that making sense, everyone? So if the SQL Server engine is not running, this translation will stop and it will not work. So when I told you to go to services, so when I go to services and I scroll to SQL, this is that translator in simple words. So this got to be started, this has to be running. Is that making sense? Is that making sense, everyone? Is that clear, everyone? How the SQL Server Express works? Is this slide clear to everybody? Perfect. Vivek, it's up to you. If you want to do it right now, you do it right now. Later, it's up to you. Siddhant, if you've already installed SSMS, then you don't need to have obviously not install it again. So you can click on connect. And if you've not installed SSMS, please go and install SSMS. As simple as that. Everybody clear with this? Simple explanation of the presentation? Yes? Guys, we've not been able to look at the last time's assignment. I have to cover that also at the end. So I will need at least 10 minutes for that to cover the last time's assignment. Okay. Siddhant, I'm sorry it's not possible to help you now. I wish you would have installed it before coming to class. Then I could have helped you in the first 20-25 minutes when I was explaining to everyone. It will get difficult right now. I will have to start with the class, Siddhant. All right. Everybody is connected. Have you opened what I have opened? And you should have something called as Adventure Works here on the left side. Please tell me how many of you have the Adventure Works on the left side in databases? Okay, Amit has. Who else has? Gaurav, 2. Very good. 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. Very good. Very good. Others, only 8 people. Come on, others. Ankur, Arnab. Oh, sorry, Arnab has already written. Ashish. Then Diptesh. Gaurav has written, sorry. Hiral. Hiral, you had finished it, no? Madan had also finished it. Param. Ashutosh. Ashutosh, you had also completed. Pradeep. Download it again, Hiral. How much time will it take? Download it again. Guys, I'm going to show this quickly. Please observe. Please, I will not be able to spend any more time on this. I'm going to just show how to restore the database. There are 3-4 people who've done everything else, but only the restoring is left. Please, guys, please observe carefully. So this is where I have kept my BAK file. Okay, this is where I have kept it. Now you got to figure out where you've kept your BAK file. I can't help you in that. Right? Where you installed, where you downloaded the BAK file, it's difficult for me to tell you where it will be downloaded. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to right click on the databases, say restore database. Okay. Now in this, go to device, click on this browsing button, go to add. I hope everybody is observing. Then don't tell me to repeat this, guys. Hiral, are you observing? Ashutosh, are you observing? Okay. Then you go to add. Now you locate your file. This is something that I cannot help you in. You have to know where your file is. Okay. You click on OK. Click on OK. It does something and it's telling you it's ready. And that's it. That you just have to press OK and then you're done. That's about it. So I'm going to call this, right now it's August. So I'm going to call this August. When I press OK, it does something. It's restoring the file and it will tell me it's restored. Okay, Vishal, that's good. So it's telling me that it's restored successfully. Now I can see here, Adventure Works 2016 CTP3 August. Is that clear, Hiral Ashutosh? It was very simple, nothing else. Okay, Ankur, I just saw your message. That's good, Banu. I think everybody was able to do it. Siddhant, any luck? Were you able to finish it, Siddhant? No problem, Siddhant. Please focus on the class right now. You can make notes and then you can do it later. Yeah? Alright. Don't get into YouTube, Siddharth. Now let's focus here. Guys, whoever has not been able to finish the installation till now, forget about it right now. Okay? Otherwise, you won't enjoy the class at all. So take a pen and a book and please make proper notes. Okay? You don't have to worry. Today's class is pretty simple. You will be able to understand by making notes. Okay? Alright, so we're finally starting. So what you've connected to is your database now. So what we're going to do is we are going to click on this new query. The shortcut is Control N. When you click on new query, a new window opens up here. Please do that much. Guys, keep writing done once you're done. Huh? Please keep writing done. I'm going to go with very baby steps right now until you all get a hang of it. So at every baby step, please tell me that you're done. Okay. Now, when this window opens, I can write some commands here that will affect that database. All right. So what I'm essentially doing is I'm writing in the management studio, which will affect that MDF file. But if you look at my screen on the left side, there are so many files, right? How do I tell SQL that I'm working on this August file? So for that, there are two options. One is in the drop down here, I can choose that I'm going to work on the August file. The other method is, suppose I'm on computer rental, but now I want to use the August file. So I can either choose from that, or I can say USE space, I can choose and I can press tab. So the first command that we are learning is use and then a name of a database file. Name of a database. Is that much clear, everybody? Is that much clear? Is that much clear, everybody? So I can either choose from here or I can choose from here. But if you observe, even after writing this, it has not started using it, correct? Have we told SQL that, okay, please run this command? Have we told SQL yes yet that please run this command? Have we told SQL to run the command yet? Perfect. You've not told it yet. Okay. So to run commands in Excel, okay, it's actually sorry, not commands. It's actually called execute commands. Okay, it's not run. It's called execute commands in Excel. See, there are two things that you got to remember. Okay, there can be multiple lines of code, right? Queries. That's what we call it. Queries. There would be multiple lines of queries in your file. You got to select the required code queries and then execute. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear, everyone? You got to select those queries and then execute. Is that much clear, everyone? Okay, are you all with me? Suppose if you don't select anything, okay, and directly click on execute, all right, what will happen is all the code queries will get executed together, and that can create an issue. All right. So always remember that you must select the required code queries and then execute. Is that much clear to everybody? I have put this in the chat box. You don't have to write it yourself. Please copy it from there. Is this clear to everybody? Hmm? Okay. Now how I'm going to execute? I'm going to select, and there is a button called execute. I can either click that or I can press F5. That's a shortcut. Okay. So now observe carefully. Right now the drop down has computer rental. As soon as I execute this, it says commands completed successfully, and my drop down has changed here. Can you see that, everyone? Can you see that? See, it has become August. Understood? Please complete this much and write done once you're done. Here, sorry, I won't be able to help that right now. It'd be good if you can please focus on this. In the end, if we get time, definitely we'll show you. Shrikant, I'm working on 2016. That's fine, Manu. That's fine. Everybody done? Okay. Now the first that we are going to learn is select query. Okay. You don't have to type it, Sudipto. You don't have to type it. You just have to do this and press tab. When you press tab, either it will come or it will not come. Why has it come for me? Because I have used the hyphen. Okay. If I had not used the hyphen, see, if I use computer rental, I will not get it. So it doesn't matter. That is only because I've used the hyphen here. Is that clear? Is that clear, Sudipto? Cool. Now, the first thing that we are going to see is how to show some data. So the clause, it's called the clause, C-L-A-U-S-E. So use is also a clause. Select is also a clause. So the first thing that we are going to see is select 100. When I run this F5, in the output what I will get is 100. That's it. If I say select ABC, now because it is text in SQL, you have to put a single quote, ABC. Similarly, if I say a date, also it has to be in single quote, and a date must always be in YYYY MMDD. This is the format of the date. You must have a date in this format. YYYY MMDD. Please try all these things, guys. Please try all these things. Let me know once you're done. Yeah, because you got to run it, Manu. Select it and run it. Select it and execute. Enter doesn't mean anything. What do you mean subset? What do you mean subset, Shrikant? Okay, I'm going to continue. Subset meaning, Shrikant, I understand. So right now what we did is we said select 100, right? So I'm saying 250. Now if you see the output, it doesn't have any column name, right? It doesn't have any column name. So I can say as, and I can give it a column name. So I'm saying, let's say amount. Now when I run this, 250 is the amount. It is the column name is called amount. Is that making sense, everyone? Is that making sense? Shrikant, can you share your screen? Let me see. I'm hearing this for the first time. Can you share your screen, Shrikant, quickly? Quickly, please. Others, please complete this much. Shrikant, quickly, please. Go to SQL. Go to SQL, please.
Yeah, Rishabh, what I mean is it is under the parenthesis.
Oh, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That's fine. That's fine. So just select it
Okay.
and run. Select it and run. No, you got to select it. Select it. Yeah, only one part. You're selecting two parts. You're running two queries together. So if you select only one and then run, it will work. They both will work. That's fine, Shrikant. Everybody is getting it like that only. Don't worry. Yeah, it says that all these queries are part of this database. As simple as that. Alright?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, no problem. Okay, as means, guys, is the name of the column. Correct? So now what we are going to do is we are going to work on this adventure works. So think of adventure works as an Excel file with lot of sheets. Okay, think of it like that. That adventure works is an Excel file with lot of sheets. So what we are going to do is we can click on this plus sign and go to tables, and we can know that okay, what all tables are there in this. Do you see this, everyone? Lot of tables are there. Okay. All your tables, you will see that there is something called as production dot something, then purchasing dot purchasing order. So there is something, then dot, and then something. So the first something before the dot is called schema. What is it called? SCHEMA, schema. Okay. And then you see the name of the actual table. For example, work order. So the name of the schema is production and the name of the table is work order. But you will always call it together, production.work order. Alright, that's how SQL works. So you have got to give a schema to your table. So it's basically like categorizing your tables into various schema. Is that making sense, everyone? Is that making sense? Is that making sense to everybody? So the first thing what we will see is we will obviously not work on all the tables. You can look at that. So we're going to work on this person.person. So I can say select. Then I got to say, okay, sorry, I'll repeat this. I think my voice was not clear. Is my voice better now? Is the voice better? Okay. So I was saying that every table, when you see on the left side, you will see something dot something, something dot something. So the first something before the dot is called schema, and after the dot is the actual table name. But while taking the table name, you got to say the entire thing. That is schema dot table name. Schema is basically categorizing your tables into a lot of schemas. Is that much okay, everyone? So the first thing what we are going to see is I want to see the content of this person dot person table. I want to see the content of this person dot person. So what I'm going to say is select star. Star means what? Show me everything without any filtration. From, so when I type this, I get a drop down where you see automatically it is taking me to this person. So you press tab, dot. When I press dot, it will only show me the tables of that schema. And again I can say person. I can select this and run it, and it will show me all the data in that table. Is that clear to everybody? Please try this out. Let me know once you're done. Yes, please execute. Guys, I'll just be coming back in 1 minute. Huh? I'll just come back in 1 minute. Writing one more, please try that. Sorry guys, sorry. I'm back. Sorry about that. Shortcut to run was F5. So Banu understood how to do that. Okay. Executing all instructions, but please show some no letter logic as details required. Yeah. Don't worry, Amit. We're just starting off. Very basic stuff. Banu, just select this much and run it. I think you're pressing F5 totally. Just select this much and run it. Just select this much and run. Banu, Amit, don't worry. We are just starting off. This is very basic stuff yet. Actually, the real crux of it you will see in the next class. Shortcut to select line. No, there's no shortcut to select line. You got to select it. Person.person is a table name, nothing else. Person.person is a table name, nothing else. So when I did select star from, I say person tab dot person tab. That's it. Have you selected the required database here? Have you selected the required database from here? Vishal, is your correct database clear? Selected? So then how will it understand? That's why. So it doesn't know now that I have to look into that database. Banu, I hope it worked. Banu? Okay, perfect. So same way I can run one more table which gives me some other table's data. Is that clear to everybody? Is that also clear to everybody? Yes, no? Any table I can take. So I've taken the sales.detail. Alright. Now we are going to focus on again the first table, that is person.person. Okay. So now what we want to do is for the person.person, I will type person.person. Okay. Now, after typing, I can go back. Mind you, you must finish the typing first. After typing, I'll go back. I'll remove the star and I will say FIR. Now, you see there is a column symbol here, right? And I can press tab and I can run this. So, what I'm going to do now is what I'm getting here is I'm getting the entire content of only the first column of the table. First name column of that table. Is that making sense, everyone? Is that making sense? I'm only getting the content of the first name column of that table. Now, how do I know that the name of the column was first name? I will run this and I can see that this is the name of the column. Is that making sense, everyone? Is that making sense? Yes. So hence I knew that the name of the column is first name. So I can run this and I can know the first name. Comma. If I want to see two, I can say comma last name. When I run this, I see first name and last name both. Is that clear to everybody? Is that clear to everybody? Okay. So when I did this comma, I got both those columns. Similarly, I'll just give one more example. So I can say select star from. The point of view of putting the first star is when I delete this, it knows that I'm going to work only on the sales order detail table. So when I type something, it will only give me that columns of that table, columns of only that table. Okay. So let me first explain you this table. So what this table has is sales order ID, sales order detail ID, a quantity, product, unit price, discount, and total. This line total is the value of the row, right? Okay, I'll just answer the questions. Why we didn't use star? If we use star, Piyush, it will show all the columns. That's the difference. Yes, Vivek. First name and last name are the names of that column in that table. All right. So here, what I did is, what if we use and then, okay, I'll explain that also, Arnab. I'll explain that also. Immediately after this, I'll explain that. Don't worry. Okay. So here, what I've done is, I have done product ID and line total, 2. So I will get this and I'll get this. So when I run this, I get 2. Is that clear to everybody? Is that clear to everybody? Please try this out and then I'll cover Arnab's question also. Let me know once you're done. No, there's nothing like rows in this Vivek. You can only look at columns. So we can filter the rows. Yes, that we can do, which we are going to learn after the break. But you can't select, I want fourth row. That's not possible. You can filter the rows. That's not an issue. Okay, coming to Arnab's question, everyone. What happens? I hope everybody's done. Sorry, I didn't check if everybody's done or not. Is everybody done? Okay, coming to Arnab's question, what happens if I write the name of the column, also I write star? See, what I've done is I've written product ID, comma, line total, comma, star. So what will it do? It will give me first the product ID, then the line total, and then the entire table again, including product ID twice. Is that clear? Is that clear, everybody? Is that much clear to everybody? All right. Now observe carefully, everyone. Observe carefully. Observe carefully, everyone. Now I'm going to remove this star. So I'll just copy it again. I'm not deleting anything. Just remove this star. So what I have is product ID and line total, right? Now what I want to do is select product ID. I'm just giving two so that you understand the difference from sales.detail. Okay. Now here I'm putting a comma and saying line total into 0.07. So what it is doing is it is creating another column whose value is 7% of the line total. 7% will not work, you'll have to write 0.07. Okay, but when I did this, I did not get a column name. So what will I need to give a column name? I'll have to give as, so I'm writing incentive. So this tells me that on this order, the line total, that is, so I can even rename a column. I can say this is my order value. So my product ID is this, my order value was this, and on that, this much is the incentive. Please try this out, everyone. Please try this out. Sure. So this much is clear, no, Amit? This much is clear. What I've highlighted. What I've highlighted. Okay. Now what I did is first the line total. I just renamed that column. That's it. That much is clear. Yeah. Now what I did is I added an extra column which is not there in the database. Okay. And I called it incentive. And what was the value was that line total into 7%. Okay. Banu, after line total there cannot be a comma. Comma is only when you want to put one more table column name. Yes, Amit, absolutely. But you cannot write 7%. It doesn't work in SQL. You'll have to write 0.07. Clear to everybody now? I hope the people who are making notes are making it properly. Whoever is making notes, I hope you all are making it properly. Banu, why are you putting production ID? Read the name of the column. It is product ID. You have to be very particular about it. That's why read the name of the column first. So first go here and read the name of the column. It is product ID. It is line total. Understood, Banu? Multiplication into normal multiplication sign that we use in Excel also. Understood, everyone? Guys, you are whoever is making notes. Are you all following? Who all are making notes? I know Hiral is one. There was one more. Okay, yeah, Rajan, correct. Are you following, Rajan? Pradeep also, okay. All right. So what we just created was a calculated column. We created a new column, so we called it calculated column. Is that clear to everybody? Okay, first things first, now press Ctrl S to save your file. So whenever you want to save your file, you press Ctrl S and you can save it so that you can come back and open this automatically in SQL again. Please save your file, everyone. Okay, let's take a break, guys. Come back at 11:45, everyone. Come back at 11:45. Let's take a break here. Let's take a break, everyone. 11:45. Everybody, please come back at 11:45. Shall we continue? Everyone back? Everyone back? Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to write comments. Okay. So comments means what? I just want here you told us that we have used comma other signs, but when we use SQL for making editing database, how can we know where to use what comma? So that is what we are learning right now. That this is the syntax while using SQL. Any new thing that you learn, Banu, is what we are trying to learn from here. That these are the things that you're starting. That how to read data from any table. Making and editing a database is something which is totally separate. Right now, what we are focusing is on reading the database first. Is that okay, Banu? See, the objective of this course is data analytics, right? That's what this course is about. So when we say data analytics means we have to first focus on reading the data properly. This course is not focusing on making your own database. Yes, we are going to learn that next time, next class, how to make your own table. But the focus is still going to be how to study a table. Is that okay? What do you mean by word file? What do you mean by word file? No, this is a database. It's an MDF file. You cannot open any other file in SQL. It's an MDF file. Cool. Continuing, everyone. So, how do we write comments in SQL? That's the question. Okay. How do we write a comment in SQL? So, to write a comment, what you need to do is you need to put two hyphens. So first of all, what is a comment? Only MDF file, Vivek. Only MDF file. So, how do you write a comment? Basically, it is by putting two hyphens, and a comment is just something that you want to write but not execute as part of the code. So this is a comment. What do I mean by this? Suppose if I execute these two lines together, okay, if I press F5, it will still only execute this line and not this line. So whatever is in comments with double quotes as in double hyphen, it will not execute that. Is that making sense, everyone? Is that making sense? Is that clear, everyone? Banu, I already answered that. That's what we are learning, that we are not going to focus on making editing of database in terms of full detail. We're going to focus on reading a database. We will learn how to create a table. Don't worry about that. Okay, no problem. So next topic that we are going to learn is sorting. Alright. So what I'm going to take an example is select star from sales dot sales order detail tab. This is my table, right, everyone? So what we are now learning is sorting. To sort this, I will have to say order space by space. Let's say I want to sort by the product ID. So I got to say product ID. Now sorting can be in two methods. One is ascending. For ascending it is ASC and descending it is DESC. So suppose I put ASC, I will see all my data in ascending order product ID. And if I put DESC, I will see all my data in descending order of product ID. Is that making sense to everyone? Is that making sense to everyone? Please try it out. Everybody getting it? All right. Now I can also have it on multiple columns, right? So I hope you all remember that we had done multi-level sorting in Excel when we were sorting based on multiple columns by clicking on add level, add level, add level. Same way, I can say that here first I wanted to sort it by the product ID. Within that, I want to sort it by the order quantity in ascending. So right now you see that this is not sorted. So within each product ID, this will be in ascending order. Is that making sense to everyone? Is that making sense to everyone? And within that also I can say based on line total in ascending order. Sorting will work that way. So multiple columns you can put like this. Please try this out also and let me know once you're done. Please post your code, Shrikant. Let me check the code. Please post your code, Shrikant. Let me check the code. Select start from sales or similar detail. Yeah, this should work. This should work. Shrikant, can you share your screen quickly? Let me just see it. Open SQL. You got to select both the lines. How are you running only one line? Select both the lines together, not one by one. Yeah, now run it. Understood? Guys, I put a question. Please solve that also. Can we use as clause in between? Yeah, you can put. No problem at all. Yes, Gaurav. Done everybody? To the second one also? Alright. Next. Yes, Vivek, what's the question? Now we're going to learn filtering. So somebody had a question earlier about the rows. So now we're going to learn filtering. Vivek, what's the question? So for they're actual MDF files. So they become a part of your Windows normal only, but it can open only in Management Studio, nowhere else. Like how an Excel file can open in a Management Studio. So it can open only in a Management Studio. So you will see them here only. Is that clear? No. No. Alright. So we are going to learn filtering. So this is a normal select query that I've put. Now I can say where means filtering. So the clause for filtering is where. So how for sorting it was order space by, for filtering it is where. Okay. So here I'm saying where product ID is equal to 707. So now I will only get the records where the product ID is 707. Is that much clear, everyone? Is that much clear? Okay. Now, here also I can say order by line total in ascending order. So right now if you see, the data is not sorted by the line total. So if I want to do filtering and sorting, I have to do filtering first and then sorting. So now you see that product ID is filtered and it is by line total. So please do this, and then I'm putting some questions for filtering. Please solve the questions. I've put 4 questions. Please solve these also, and please keep putting your code in the chat box. Sorry. Getting it? Uh, yeah, it could be. No, it is 777 only. There's no value for it. Guys, whenever you get an error, please put the code in the chat box, otherwise I won't understand. Guys, please look at Vivek's codes. It looks perfect. Only the last one, Vivek, you must put a bracket when you're trying to do this. So then there is no error at all. Same Gaurav. Always put a bracket, so then there is no error at all. Because only when you put the bracket, it means that these two are to be odd. Is that clear? Everybody, is it clear? Yes, Surajit, absolutely. Gaurav, you cannot put 77 or 777. You have to put it twice, or product ID 777. Sudipto, did you get it? Sudipto, I didn't hear from you again. Sudipto, what was your code? Okay. Then everyone, can I carry on ahead? Guys, can I carry on? So in filtering also there is one more concept. Please observe now. So now we are going to learn the percentage option. Okay, where it means, so I say select, I say start from human resources dot, there is another table guys that we are taking, human resource dot employee. So when you see this table, there is a column called job title. Okay, human resources dot employee. So here I'm going to say select star from human resources dot employee, where job title is equal to, I will say accountant. All right. So I will only see data of accountant. That much is clear, everyone. Nothing to be done in this. Is this much clear to everybody? Is this much clear to everybody? Guys, don't do it yet. Just tell me, is it clear? Okay. Now, what I can also do is I can say instead of equal to, I can say like, and I can put account percentage. So what will happen is everything that starts with account and then has something, percentage means something, it's called a wild card, will appear in the output. And to do that, I will have to put like and not equal to. Is that making sense to everyone? Please solve these. And after that, I put one more question. Please solve that also. Let me know once you're done. That's good, Vivek. Done, everyone? Understood very well? Is filtering and sorting absolutely clear to everybody? I hope everybody who's making notes is also trying it on paper. Whoever's making notes are trying it on paper. Alright. Let's carry on, everyone. The next thing that we are going to learn is top. Please write top. There's a clause called top. So basically what does top show you is top X number of records. Okay. It does not mean highest. Okay. It does not mean highest. Top means first X records. Is that making sense, everyone? Is that making sense? So if I have, let's say 20 records in the output, and if I say top 5, out of those 20, it will show the first 5, not the top 5. But it's called top. Is that clear? Is that clear? So if I have 20 records and I want to show the last 5 records, what will I use? What do I use if I want to show the last 5 records instead of the first 5? Come on, guys, please answer quickly. I'm not doing anything. Vivek, I'm not doing anything. No, you will not use bottom. What you will use is, you will first reverse the order. Okay, there's nothing like bottom. So the logic is, you will first reverse the order. So you will say order by descending, and then you will say top 5. Is that making sense, everyone? Is that making sense? Okay, so I'm going to give an example and then you do it. So I'm saying select star from, okay, sales dot sales order detail, where product ID is equal to 707 and line total greater than 20,000. Oh, sorry, 777 I'll have to take. Okay, so now how many records are showing up? 3. Okay, let me put this 10,000 so at least I get some more records. Alright, so I have 44 records. Okay, I have 44 records. Now, if I say, where do I have to write this? I have to write this before the star. Okay, so if I say top 10, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let me first order this. Okay, so I'm going to say order by line total ascending. So my top, so my lowest value comes first and my higher value goes below. So now if I say top 10 or top 5, oops, sorry. If I say top 5, I will only get these 5 records. Is that making sense to everyone? Guys, don't do it. First understand it. Is this clear to everyone? Yes, is this clear to everyone what happened? So first I filtered it and I ordered it and then I said top 5 only. Show me top 5 only. Sorry. If I do a reverse and I say it will only show me these. Vivek, we have to focus on, yes, actually it will run it in sequence, but we have to focus on the way I'm showing it. That's why I'm showing this last. So you understand how internally it's going to execute. So it will do the filtering first, then the ordering, and then it will actually do the top 5. That's how it will execute internally. Go ahead, guys, please try this. Let me know once you're done. Sorry about my voice, guys. I'm having a bit of a cold. Let me know once you're done, everyone. Why, Vivek? That's what I'm saying. No, internally it does the top five at the end. It first does everything else. Syntax is like this, but internally it does the top five last. Oh no, that's the syntax. That is how it is built. Everybody done? There's no standard, Vivek. It depends on the syntax. So syntax is something that you have to learn. There's no standard whether FIFO or LIFO. That's how SQL is made. So we have to learn that syntax. Any programming language for that matter. Everyone done? I didn't understand the question, Vishal. Guys, I've written a question. Please try it. I've written a question. Please try it out. Yeah, that's up to you, Sharon. That's completely up to you. Please solve this question, everyone. Sorry, there's a mistake in the question. It's not human resources table, it's person.person table. It can't be this one. It is person.person table. That's the answer. If you want to check with yours also. Done, everyone? Everyone done? Guys, come on, please. I still have to cover 4 functions. Okay. So the next thing we are going to learn is distinct. Okay, distinct. What does this mean? So please observe again. If I say select product, okay, let me just show from star only so that it's clear. Sales order detail. What do I get is a list of all product IDs, right? Obviously, even if somebody has bought, so some product has been bought 4 times, I will see that value 4 times in the list. Yes or no? Yes or no? I will get these values multiple times in the list. So if I want a single list of only the product IDs. What I can say is product ID. I only want product IDs. But still, I'm getting all the duplicate values. So if I don't want the duplicate values, I got to say select distinct product ID, and it will give me only a distinct list. Is that clear to everybody? Oh, just like that, Shrikant, just like that. No reason, I just felt like doing it. Done, everyone? Do it without. Yeah, yeah, of course, Shrikant. Nevertheless, okay. Star is for what? Manu, you tell me what is star for? What is star for? Banu, what is star for? No, what is star for? So what is where are you paying attention then? What are we doing since 2 hours? Guys, what is star for? All columns. Understood, Banu? Very clear now? Cool. Okay. Carrying on, everyone. Carrying on. Carrying on. Sorry. So that was distinct. Now we are going to learn count. Then sum, average, max, min and round. Very, very similar to Excel. So there's nothing difficult about this. I'm going to show you one and then I'll give you questions to solve. Okay. Simple. Select star from, okay, let's say sales dot sales order detail. Okay. So what you get is entire data where, let's say, product ID is equal to 765. Is there anything? Yes, there is. So now this shows you the data. Okay. Now on the bottom right, you can also see the number of rows. So it is telling you that this is 642 rows. Can you see that, everyone? Can you see that in my screen? 642 rows. Yes, can you see that, everyone? So what I'm looking for is not the data. What I'm looking for is the count. How many records are there? So what I need to do is I need to put it like this. So the output is going to be only that value. Is that much clear to everybody? Don't start doing it. Is this much clear to everybody? Is this much clear to everybody? Yes. Similarly, suppose if I say select star from sales dot sales order detail where product ID is equal to 765. Now what I'm looking for is not this list. I'm looking for what was the total order value. So I'm going to say sum of star. Will this work? Will this work? Will this work? I want to know the total sum. Will this work? No, I don't know what sum of what. So I'll have to explain that I want the sum of the line total. And now it will give me the sum of the line total. I can even say as total order value. And now if I run it, it gives me the order value. Go ahead, try these, and I'm going to put a list of questions for you to solve. Quickly solve them and then we are done for the day. I've put 5 questions. Guys, please try it. I'll put it in the chat box also. Please try it out. It's pretty simple. Just focus carefully. Oh, sorry, one more question. 6th question. Put one more. Oh, sorry. One more question. Please solve this and you're done for the day. Yeah, just a second. Huh? Just a second. Very good, everyone. Done, everyone? Anybody who hasn't got the fifth one, that's the fifth one. Perfect, Vivek. Perfect. Done, everyone? Guys, I put the feedback link. Yes, it's very similar to Excel. Syntax is very similar. Guys, we're done for the day. I put the feedback link. Whoever has not been able to finish the installation of SQL, please do it next time. Today you were able to follow through notes. Next time it will be difficult. Average, that's it. Complete the assignments, Vivek, that's it. Nothing to prepare. Complete the assignments. SQL assignment, please complete it, guys, before we meet next time. Please complete the assignments, everyone. Nothing to install. There is a lot of reference books, Surajit, that's up to you. You don't need to buy any book. A lot of stuff is online. You can just learn online also. Yeah, we don't have time today, Banu. The installation took a long time, so we will do that next time. We will also discuss the assignment of last Excel assignment. It's AVG, average. I think Gaurav, you are putting AVERAGVE. That's why. Yeah, if you're done with your feedback, guys, you can leave, no problem. It's AVG, Gaurav. I think that's what's different in your and mine. Same thing. The way we do it in Excel. That's about it. Understood, everyone? Please complete the feedback. Thanks, Srikanth, you too. Guys, please complete the feedback and then you can leave.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, tell me.
I just spoke with one of my friend who works in IT. My Windows 2010 version is there. It's not supporting the SQL 18. He told probably I can download SQL 14 version.
Yeah, that should work.
That should be okay, right?
Yeah.
So you have any idea about this?
You can install 2014, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Guys, if you're done with the feedback, you can leave. Please complete the feedback, whoever is not yet. You too.